Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. And yeah, good morning. Let me tell you, 6 o'clock came fast. I made the mistake of watching a movie last night, but I enjoyed the movie. Let's get this off my desk so that I can move this box up a little. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Arlene. Good morning, Miss Arlene. How are you doing today? There's Arlene. I went to Lindy and Sean's pajama party, and this is from Kip's Corner. She sent it in a really nice box. I'm going, yay, I have a nice box. It's a nice box. So I think they told me her name was Debbie. And so she's really a good artist. So I haven't gone over there yet, but I'm on my way. Let me set up my stream. Good morning. So today I'm going to open this. I'm going to work on my topic writing journal. And we'll see what else I do. I think I'm going to work on some transparent art journal pages. I'm not going to open boxes and sort this morning. I think we had enough of that the other day. Right? There's Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. I saw your email, Jacqueline. I'll take care of that after the stream. If you want to put a link into your next cell or to your channel, I will pin it. Hi, Happy Place. Happy Place Crafting. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Vale. Good morning, Vale. Happy Place. Do you have a name? Well, you have a name, but a name other than that we can call you a first name? Let me set up my... Good morning, ladies. It's so good to see you all. Set my quality up to 1080, and let's set my chat to all messages. Beth. Hi, Beth. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. Let me pin Jacqueline's. Jacqueline sells on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. So let's see. Let me tip my camera a little. I'm showing all of this over here. How is that a little? Well, no. I moved this. I'm going to leave it there for now. When I get to working on things, I will zoom in a little. And she really did this box up. Look, she put these beautiful stickers on here. And rather than try to rip this off, which I probably could if I got out my heat gun, I just decided to block out the addresses. So let's open this up and see what's in here. Happy Place. All right. Now, turn it over this way. I don't want to ruin the box. I'm trying to see what way it opens here. I'm not sure how it opens. I see this, but I don't see a... I'm opening tape. I must be a little sleepy yet. I thought the alarm, I set it for 3:30, then I set it again for 5:30. I must have completely, I set it for 5:15 and for 5:30 just in case I oversleep. And I overslept. I didn't even hear the 3:30 alarm go off. I'm sure it did because it was on, and it probably went off more than once. I slept right through it. I'm having trouble opening this beautiful box. It had a... I think it might open at the sides. I'm not sure. I don't see a... Maybe there. I don't want to ruin the box. I want the box. I'm going to have to get it where I can see the light. See it without the light shining on it. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. I might have to tape the box up again. It might just be a priority box that she's painted or something. There it goes. There it goes, just like that. I didn't ruin it. Yay! And YouTube's got this thing now where the ads are displaying over my chat box. And I don't see chat. Welcome in. Hi, Sylvia. Good morning, Miss Sylvia. She says, morning, I'm getting my money maker off to work. I love how you call him your money maker. I don't have a money maker. Too old. Says, Mary, thank you for your purchases, Debbie. And look at this beautiful card. A camellia anemone. Ooh, that's really neat. And look, she put a matching sticker there. I love how people, well, this is ledger paper and book text paper. I'm wondering if this is a freebie because, yeah, she's got a sticker on it and she's got it out before all the other stuff. Here's some tissue paper that we'll fold up and put with the tissue paper. Yeah, I decided I was not going to sort today. I figured you guys had enough of sorting. Look how she's packaged everything. Just makes you feel special, doesn't it? Just makes you feel special. And we'll open these. We'll open these. I'll take everything out, get the box off my desk. And I think I'll put the tissue back in there for now. Yeah, after the stream last night, I spent a little time in the room here. I'm ready to move. I cleared off that shelf that I need to move back into the little stash room. So that's my next step. I might go over there and grab that lampshade this morning and maybe figure out a design. Might figure one of those out on this. A design for it. With the lace, I know in that fabric box we had. I have some. Let me get these off the floor. I'm always knocking stuff down on the floor. One more. No. There was a piece of lace in the that we pulled out of the fabric when we were sorting that I might be able to use on that lampshade. All right, let's start with these. This is a packet of napkins. And she said there were about 90 of them in here. So it's a nice big stack of napkins. And I bought them because, oh look, these are round ones. 9 inches in diameter, 63 square inches. Oh, these are pretty. Let me pull one out. 2, 3 out. Oh, look at these. One of these will go in my fall. They look like a Christmas, don't they? With the green in there. I'm going to keep one out and see if I can't put the other several in here. Well, I'll just put them like this. Oh, and look, here's the big ones. Oh my goodness. We've got smaller ones and larger ones. Oh my. Well, I see the tab, but I can't get a hold of it. Where is it at? I don't even know if these have been opened. They don't feel like they've even been opened because there's the price tag and it's not torn. I'm not going to pull one out because I showed you the other one. These are the same. I'm going to put these in it so I don't lose them. Thank you, Debbie. I'm liking these. All right. I've never seen napkins in this shape. This is a 13-inch diameter. I can't read the writing because of the, they call them a flower something. A flower cut napkin. Oh, look, and here's some more. Oh my goodness. These are pretty. Oh my. These are nice. There's a whole stack of them here. Oh, wow. Look at those. Wow. And then we get into some square-shaped ones. And the reason I bought these is that I want to I wanted to cover cigar boxes, but I don't know if I can. Life is too short not to be fabulous. Aww. I love it. And then there's some of these, which is like this one. Some gold ones. I'm going to keep one of these out. This is a fall one. Might go in my September journal. Zine that we're doing. Some pretty black and gold ones. Here's some, the apiary, beehive, and culture. There's a whole stack of those. Oh no, there's other ones in here. Two, this is a bicycle one. And a farmer's market. And a beautiful bird. You know, I don't, in my area, they don't have these beautiful napkins. If I want anything like this, I have to order it off of the internet. They have blue ones and green ones and, you know, just plain colored ones. These are beautiful. Wow. Well, this was a nice purchase. I said me real fast. I think it was the first me. It's a flamingo and some, look like some tropical plants. And is that all of, no, it ends here. Tropical plants. And a Halloween one. And a sea in the ocean. Octopus. And a rooster. There we go. And a deer. How beautiful. Well, I'll have napkins to play with. I don't know if I can get these on my cigar boxes, though, because they're too beautiful. These I might be able to do a cigar box with these. What a nice stack of napkins. And these flower-shaped ones, I've never seen these kind before. How nice are those? So thank you, Debbie. Debbie at Kip's Corner. She sewed with Lindy and Sean at their pajama party. Hi, Linda. Welcome in. Who else am I missing? I don't know if I'll do a napkin journal. I'm not sure. I have one. I'm going to get out some of my old journals that I have back in that stash room, and I'm going to do Dee Dee's trick and clear off some of these shelves and put my journals back on them. So there are the napkins. Let's see what's in here. She did things up really nice. I think I'm going to have my scissors to open this. Hold on, scissors are buried. Open it right here at the, right here. It's almost, I told my brother it was a birthday present. He brought it in and I said, oh, it's another birthday present. He didn't say anything. We have to go to town today. He said we're going to town today, so I have some mailing I need to do. So I'm going. What's in here? Can I get it open? I cut it. Some bits and pieces. Some gold buttons. I like those. Some black buttons. 2 packages of these little black buttons. And some more of these gold buttons. Those are pretty cool. Buttons, buttons. I'll find a home for these. Here's Spellbinder. It's a die cut. I want to do more die cuts. Oh, they're in here. They're loose. They've been. Oh, these are nice ones. Oh, these are cool. Little paper in here, I think. You gotta weed it out. Need a smaller. Well, Penelope. Here I am taking out the little. I really like these. I'm glad I got them. You have to weed out the little paper pieces. Oh, that goes clear through. Is this one here? How cool is that? And then another little one, like little label one. And here's another one like this, only larger. Are they the same size? This one is a round and this one's an oval. And we have another one in here. Oh, how cool is this? These are nice. And a little postage stamp one. How cool. Jump down, Penelope. Put a little piece of painter's tape on it to keep it closed. Otherwise, they'll be spilling out for me. So there are those. Looks like a paper pack here. The party. Oh, it's in French. It's foreign language text papers. And we're going to put these with it, which is arithmetic and textbook. And so got some papers, some vintage papers. And this is the hello card. And then this. And I know what these are too. Boy, she packaged these so nice. I just feel like I'm opening Christmas presents. This This washi tape. Like I need more washi. I'm going to save that envelope. That'll be a nice to keep my projects in. Look at all this washi. I have enough washi to last me until the end of time. I'm going after these bigger ones down here. I want to see what they are. It's looks like some sort of a scene. It's a cool one. That looks like a bird nest to me, but I'm not sure. It's hard for me to see. Oh, and it's decoed up at the top. Oh, wow. How cool is that? Wow. I've never seen anything like that before. You guys aren't seeing it too well. It's decoed up here at the top. That is a cool washi tape. All right, I'm not going to get them all out. Let's move on, Meri. That's all. That's all. Jacqueline's having a sale this coming Friday, I believe. What's this? Is that washi? Jane Davenport. Some washi, I think. Or it's a little Jane Davenport washi tape. Interesting. I like this washi tape when I send off envelopes. I like to put the washi tape on the back of the envelope. I glue it on there. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. That's the end of my haul. I don't need any more, do I? All right. I'm going to work on my topic journal, my little envelopes here. I got these from Rebecca. I want to finish these up so that I think there were 18 of them. And I'm putting collage paper on the outside of them right now. So it's a little bit of a process. Let me zoom in. Let me get this. And you all gave me a list of a topic list to write about. I'm going to write off of these topics and then put them in the envelopes here. And it's going to be like a little topic journal thing. Meri thinks about journal. Let me zoom in a little here. Okay, now let me come out to chat. Well, I'm not stopping you, Meri. Come out. Let me refresh chat. Please allow me to refresh the chat and say good morning to the folks who've come in. Kimberly, Joyce Boring. Good morning, ladies. Legia. Good morning, Miss Legia. We interviewed Legia in our member chat last night. What an interesting lady she is. We had a really good chat last night. Joyce is here. Hi, Joyce and Kimberly. Good morning, Miss Kimberly. How are you doing? Linda Renz. Good morning, good morning. Jacqueline says, I really appreciate quality packing. Well, I like how you pack yours too, Kimberly. I like those envelopes you put those I call them glassine. They're not those envelopes, those clear plastic envelopes. I like those a lot because I can make, well, I hold different things in them, and I can make transparent art journal pages out of them. So I like the way you package yours, and Debbie Epps the same way. Arlene says, a napkin-covered Happy Mail envelopes. That's a great idea, Arlene. That's a great idea. Here's where Kimberly popped in. Sylvia's here. Sylvia says napkin swap. Yeah, I don't join too many swaps anymore because it's the commitment. And sometimes I overcommit. Sometimes I overcommit. You guys know that. But I think I have honored most of my swaps. I don't like to join a swap and not honor it. I think maybe there's one, but it was kind of a mutual thing where we agreed not to swap. We were both pressed for time. That's how my pumpkin got 3rd place at the fair, Sylvia says. How? Sylvia says, I love using napkins, especially on pumpkins and gourds. And, oh, that's cool. And Sylvia said, that's how my pumpkin got 3rd place at the fair. Oh, you collaged a napkin on a pumpkin and a gourd? How cool is that? Sylvia says, I demonstrated decoupaging napkins on cans, boxes, shells, envelopes, journal pages, tags, woods, dies, leaves, candles, frames, and the list goes on. And the list goes on. Looks like Christmas. Meri's post tab for announcement and extra posts. Thank you for dropping that link. I need to get the community tab where you guys can post and without having to answer my post. I need to get that going. It's on my list of to-dos. And here's where Beth, Happy Place Crafting, came in. So good morning, ladies. Thanks for popping in and spending your... And there's Becky. Hi, Becky. Becky said she started laundry and she has started on the dresses. This is a push week for the Project Dress-A-Girl for Becky. She says, I have some gourds. Joyce says, I have some gourds I grew years ago. I need to decorate. Napkins are a great idea. Oh, it's only for mobile users? Oh, dear. I didn't know that, Arlene. Oh. Phooey on that. Sylvia's speaking Spanish this morning. Buenos dias, Rebecca. Well, good morning, everybody. We're off to a great week. I wish you a really good week. I've got 4 of these done. And we've got these to do. I'm not sure I have them all out here because I thought I had 18. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I do. 12, 14, 16, 18. They're all here. So this is a slow process for me. I'm gluing collage papers on out of this. These are some papers I got on Amazon. I'm not thrilled about them, so I'm going to use them to collage the back of this. They're okay, you know. They're deco papers. And then I also have some that I got from RangerInk.com. I like these. These are that lady does all those charms and everything. Linda Lezard or something like that. I don't have her. Here it is. Oh, this is all in French. Susan Lenart. Susan Lenart. And I think this is just a, oh, what is it? When I say what it is. Oh, these, I was saving these. These I'm going to put in a journal. These are Twinchies and ATCs from a swap. That should be in the keep box. I'm not going to sort this morning. Not going to sort. I'm going to finish this topic journal. Get it done. So let's get out the blue magazine. And we will just start. I'm pretty slow at this stuff, you guys. I'm not the fast. Let's see, I have to turn it this way though to see where I'm going. And these are smaller pieces. This one might fit. But I think I fill in with washi tape. I might grab some of that washi tape from that I got today and fill in the border down here. So we'll just proceed. And these are little cut-offs and things. I don't like how that ad covers up my chat. Sylvia says, a diligent process, not slow. Positive words dress us better. Ah, positive words dress us better. I like that. And somewhere I have my glue stick that I was using. I got Arlene's Yoo-Hoo that she gifted me, and I'm hoarding it. Hoarding a glue stick. How silly is that? Tea, please. I keep that on Penelope. Ouch. All right. This is Pen Plus Gear from Walmart. It seems to work pretty good. I'm not unhappy with this glue. And it's reasonably cheap. You get about, that's a little over $1 a stick. You get 3 of them for about $3.50, $3.60 up around in there. How does the world go? I don't know. I guess we're looking down on it that way. I'll put it like this. And it's hard for me to see the top. I can't get my nose over it. Now I'm going to glue this side. I almost want to put this one this way, because I like this edge up against this edge. It makes my countries up, well, I don't know, they might be, because we're looking top down at this. To me, this is the way, the right side probably is. This looks like South America, the United States, Canada. I don't want to cover that up. I should probably keep it like this. Decisions. So Miss Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations is doing all these dresses. Every year she participates in a project called Dress Girl, and she makes all these dresses and sends them to the host, and they get sent off to girls who need them, and they put these labels on them, and it's to protect them from trafficking. So from the edge here to the first line there, where I'm going to put the glue, right in here. I should work on my kitty stamp today, shouldn't I? We'll do that. I go until 9 o'clock. This is Tuesday, so Kathy Berg comes on after me today. Now we need some washi tape, some whiter washi tape to put across here. And this will get folded, so I could just put a little here and leave this brown. I think I'll do that. And let's get out that bag of washi tape and see what kind of goodies are in there. We'll use the goodies. I think I'm wanting a contrasting color, like I'm eyeing these blues. That would be pretty there. I'm going to start out with that. And it's best to find the edge before you start gluing. Right here it is. So thank you, Debbie at Kip's Corner, for all the yummies here. So Inktober will soon be upon us, and I've decided that I'm going to play with the glass dip pens. This Inktober, I'm not going to have a special topic, just whatever I'll probably do a page of scribbling or testing, maybe do an alphabet if I can. I'm not the best with calligraphy. Thank you, Arlene. She dropped the link to Kathy Berg's channel. We're going to town today, so I'll get some mail off. I don't really need groceries. We got groceries the other day, but my brother needs some things, he said, so I made him go get milk because I made soup yesterday. I made cream of broccoli and potato soup. It was really good. I did a good job of it. Now, how do you tear this off? Now, I don't know where my little, so I'm just going to take a paper here and start collaging on the back of it. I've been collaging my little trimmings. Put a little smear of glue on there to hold it. And you'd be surprised how those build up. I found one in one of those boxes when I was sorting those boxes, with a little piece of paper in there. You'd be surprised how they build up. Now this is a paper, but we can still put it on there. Little scrappy collage. And we'll put it here on the edge. Yeah, I am feeling much better in here when I come in here to work. I'm feeling much, much better. There we go. With everything kind of sorted out. This didn't quite get up, or maybe I need to trim this just a bit. It's hard for me to see the top of these. That's pretty good. Yay! And then I take my bone folder. Let's do it on this side because it's easier. Score these again so they lay nice and flat. And put the flats down. Got 5 of them done. 5 out of 18. Arlene says, I follow a lady that has an extra wall, an entire wall. I follow a lady that has an entire wall of washi, displays them in nail polish wall trays. Oh my goodness sakes. She's in love with washi. I like it for Happy Mail to when I seal the envelopes down, I'll put tape, glue down, and then I'll put my washi on that. I like it for that. That's probably what I'll use, but I also like it for things like this. This is all washi tape on the flap. All right, let's continue on. Got a little motor vehicle there. I've got another map that goes this way. And this, whoops, these go up to the top. Now, I don't know if I want to put that entire thing. Let's see. Here, we've got this. Coupons. Will it fit? Will it be just enough? And I think I will cut this the size of this. The crazy part is she uses them. She uses washi on everything. Oh, she uses them. If I can hold this still enough for me to, maybe I would do better if I would mark it with a pencil. It's not a pencil. This, I imagine this is going to be dry for me. Yeah, hold on. I don't know why I even save it. I lost the cap. I need a pencil. I don't know why I even bother getting out pencils because I always lose them. Here, we'll use this. It's fairly dry. It won't soak through. And then I'll have another piece if I need it. And this washi tape, I need to trim that. Do that right now. I have trouble when I'm doing this, especially when I'm doing it online, is seeing where things start and end, because I usually have to get my nose right over it. There we go. Hi, Mina. Good morning, Miss Mina. It's good to see you. Sylvia says, no one can have too much washi. I have mine divided by the seasons, colors and patterns and fabric washi. Faux calligraphy is what I do. Oh, wow, calligraphy. I'll bet yours is not as faux as you think it is. Soups are my fave. Soups? Good morning, Nina. Hi, Dar. Good morning, Miss Dar. It's good to see you. Arlene dropped a link to Kathy Burke's channel. Sylvia's here. Joyce is here. Beth is here. Happy Place Crafting. Good morning, ladies. Where's my coupons? They were here a minute ago. No, I lost them already. That's that napkin I wanted to save out. I don't know what I did with them. Are these them? Here we go. They got way over there. I think I have another one. I think that's... We'll run across it. Mary's just taking her time this morning. Alright, let's put the map right side up. This is Asia, I think. It says Asia here. Alright. Get the corners. Let me get right up to the edge here. I do think I'm going to like this once I get it finished. Did I get enough glue? Sometimes I don't know how far out to glue. There we go. And this one is just general advertisement. Railroad, some alphabet over here, show cards, and a sort of a frame. And it looks like a very light image of a lady. And it's going to go over here. I might pick up some more glue sticks today. I've been really using them. Using them up. I have plenty of them though. But I like to have them. Alright, I thought I had some red coupons. I think I do. I think I have mislaid them. But we'll use these. Goes this way. Up a little. They're probably down on the floor. See, that one did not get clear up to the top. Oh well. I could border these with a pen after I get done. Put a border around them. But that's to come. And I'm going to use this blue across both of this. Like this. Oh, I think I'll get a smaller one for the other side, for this side. Let's see what she has. My glue lid. What did I do? What did I do with it? Up here. Let's pick out a small one. There's a small one. It's Christmas trees. There's a small dark blue one. I think this one will work. There's a small striped one. This one will work too. It just has a black design on it and a white line. These little ones come in handy when you just have a little bit to do. All right, that's good, Mary. Let's use this one. Find the beginning of it. So it's Tuesday. What are you all going to do with your week? I need to mow the lawn, but we're going to town today. Put that right in there. I'm going to have a little white showing there. That's all right. It's not enough to complain about. Put some washi on my collage. I'm slow. I don't do this stuff fast. I'll probably be all morning at this. Sorry about that. And there's just a little piece left here. We've got these. Yep, I'll probably work a little in my room today. Back in the back closet, I gotta pick up books and things that are on the floor that I pulled off of the shelf, and I didn't have any place to put them, so I put them on the floor. And now I got to pick all those up and sort them out. And I'm going to take that other white shelf back in the back room, and then I'll have more room in here. So, some weeding, Minna says. She's going to work in the yard today. That's really what I should be doing. Our butternut squash plant really went to town this year. My brother's giving some to our neighbors. They're really nice butternut squashes too. I mean, they're just as nice as what you would buy in the produce section. Sylvia says, I'm making thank you cards for all the hospice nurses that attended to my son-in-law. Oh, wow, how nice is that, Sylvia? Nurses are earthbound angels. Aw. Mina says, the hedge needs trimming, pruning. Dar says, those cat dresses are beautiful. I think she's talking to Becky. Becky says, of course, it could be the fact that I'm currently working on 4 dresses with all cat fabrics. It looks like an animal to me. What looks like an animal? Something looks like an animal. What is Meri making? Oh, this? You don't think that's a lady? Well, it might be an animal. To me, that's her hat, but that could be the head. Let's hold it up closer. Can you guys see it in there? Right where my finger's pointing. It's really hard to see. Is that an animal? I thought this was a, let me use my scissors. I thought this was a hat, and that's her head, and this is her body. But this could be the body of an animal, and that could be the head. It does look like an animal now that I stare at it. And she said it could be that I'm working on my dresses, my 4 cat fabric dresses. Oh. Oh, that one's done. I do think I'll come and edge these when I'm done here because I don't get these papers right up to the top. It's kind of hard to see where the edge is, and my lighting isn't the best. In other words, I don't do the best job of it, but you know, it's going to be okay. And the other thing I'm noticing is where I fold in here. It's starting to grow pretty thick on the edges over here. But I do think if I do this with that Coptic style binding, it'll work out fine. And when I start putting note paper in here, that'll build up some bulk over here. That's my thought. All right. Next, we have this one. Got 2 of this one. Oh, I like this. And I'm just using up these little collage papers. I probably won't buy any more of them. Turn it this way. What I'm going to do is mark it and cut it. If I can get it. What did I do with my yellow? Honestly, Meri. Honestly. Where's my yellow marker? He went way over here. I'm feeling slow today. I have to tell you guys, I'm feeling very slow. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Let's do the other one. This one feels shorter than the... Interesting. I should sit here and do several of these, but cut them down. I'll use the little strips along the way. For something. Saving the little strips. I'll do so many of these and then I'll quit and go work on my transparent art journal page. I can't sit and do this all morning. It bores me. I want to move on. Do something different. Oh, you know why? Because I cut way down to the bottom here. Well, I did it on both of them, didn't I? Yeah. So I'll need a longer one for the middle. I was using these short ones. Use one of these. That'll work. Let's start with this one. I'll probably have to re-glue too and fix the corners and the edges, and because I'm not perfect. Not perfect. Was it this one I cut? Goes here. I skipped the library sale last Saturday. It was wise for me to come in here and work in my room. And I had enough of stuff, enough books that I put on the floor in there that I said, I don't need any more books. I want to go so bad, but I don't need any more books. But I'm not skipping the Nebraska junk jaunt. I'm going. I think I'll just set me a budget, and when I reach that budget, I'll turn around and come home. Set me a budget of $50. Does that sound right? Unless I find something cool. I rarely spend $50 at a garage sale, though, or I spend $50 online, though, I can tell you that. We're going in here to right about to there. But I really don't need any more. I'm having to take things upstairs again. But I'm a lot more comfortable in this room. And I think Becky can attest to that. She did a big studio cleanup when they had to fix their floors. She's got it all organized. Miss Becky. Trim the edges down here. And I don't think I went to any garage sales this year. I don't think I went to any. I don't think I went to thrift stores a couple times this summer, but not like I used to. So I'm kind of slowing down on that because, you know, you get You get enough, to tell you the truth. All right, do I want to put some washi on here? I don't think I do, because I'll cover up my picture. And I'm going to outline this. So I think I'm going to call this done. Like that. Let's grab another one. I'm getting tired of doing this already. That's what I have. And my whiter ones are over here. I have to cut off so much. I don't want to cut off those roses, but I'll end up cutting the heads off. And maybe I should glue them down first and then trim them. I think I'll try that on this one. Becky says, of course it could be the fact. Okay, let me go down. I read that. What's the temp, Dar? Kimberly wants to know. Dar says, Joyce, I don't go to them either. Fall is in the air, Joyce said. I just don't go to the sales online. Well, I've cut down on how much I do online selling. I like Jacqueline. I go to Jacqueline's sales. I go to Rebecca Will's sales. And I go to, every now and then I go to Debbie Epps. It just depends. I went to Lindy's pajama party, but I quit going to Pearls and the Rooster. I quit going to some of them, and I quit going to so many of them. It's just that you get so much. But I can always use dyed papers. So I'm still going to Jacqueline's sales. I will put this. Now I got it all crazy. So one of the things I like about the sales, though, you can get some really nice things for cheaper. You know, people that are destashing, you can get some nice things. What did I do with that other one I wanted to put on here? They had the rose. Here it is. And I do not mind using used things like this washi tape. I think I paid $5 for this whole bag of washi tape, and I couldn't get it retail for $5. I bought that the last time I was at Hobby Lobby. I want to use that for my kits, for not inside of the kit, but when I do the mailing that I'm doing for the zines. And I paid for 18 rolls. I paid, well, it was so-called on sale. Hobby Lobby, you never know, because, but it was originally $29, and they marked it down to $14. So half price. But still $14 for, what, 18 rolls of tape. I forget how many rows are in there. And I got this whole bag, which is more than 18 probably, for $5. And granted, some of it's been used, but most of it is still intact and usable. So that's what I like about the online sales. You can find some bargains if you're looking. Now, do I have a skinnier piece? I have some little. I've got a bingo card and a, what else? We've got this that I can cut. I think I'll do that. I'll have the word not there. The word not. Put that there and this here. And again, I don't think I want washi on it because I don't want to. I don't want to cover up what I've got going here. This wouldn't matter so much. I guess I could put washi on this one, but I don't think I will. Yeah, you kind of have to watch yourself with the sales, whether they're online or not. But I like to, the other thing about the online sales that I like is you get to support people. You get to support, other than a store, you get to support your fellow artists. Like Jacqueline, she dyes all that paper. And see, I didn't get this even. And I do like to support people, but now Pearl sells a lot of fabrics and things, but I have enough. So I can't just keep buying fabric because with the papers and things, I eventually use them. But the fabrics, I'm not a big sewer, and, you know. That ad keeps jumping in my chat. Hi, Tina. She says she's got Greg off to work and Scott off to his doctor appointment. Becky does. She says, I will cook breakfast when Scott gets back from the doctor. Tina, send me some 75-degree air. What? How's the temperature, Dar? What did you say? Joyce said it's 57 there. Dar said, oh, it's 40. 40? I don't know what it is here. Let me go check. Let me go check. Where's the weather? One more. 77? Well, that was at 6:20 p.m. yesterday. It is Tuesday, September 9th at 7:17. It's 57 here. But it's supposed to get up to 79 here. It feels like it's 57, it says. Let me come back into chat. Come on. Go down to the bottom. Arlene says, I need coffee. I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, I kind of need some coffee too. I slept later. I watched a movie last night, a Netflix movie. I think it was called Instant Family. It was about a young couple that decided they wanted to adopt. And they adopted these kids. And I enjoy family movies. I really do. stuck on there. It's okay. All right, I think I've had enough of this for one day. How many did I do? I had 4 done. And I probably only did about 3. What? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4. So if I do 4 a day and I have 18, that would be 4 days, probably 5 days before I get these done. But I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to go through this stuff super fast. I like that tape at the bottom, but I don't want to cover up. I guess I could put a little tape across here. We'll decide later. All right. I am going to put this away and move on to something else because I'm tired of this. I get bored pretty fast with doing this stuff. I'm not somebody who could sit here for hours. I'm ready to move on. Before I do the transparent art journal page, I think I will go get that lampshade. And maybe we'll work out a design for the lampshade. That'll be fun to play with. The little strips I'm putting in that package. That was a note from last night. Lizzie Jean, Rebecca's friend. Streams on Sunday nights. Got another note here. Minnehaha. Scissors. Envelopes. What's over here? That's scrap. That did not get put away from the sort. Pen. Scissors. Put my little tiny beads. Oh! Yes, Mary, just dump them all out. See, I've got all these little scrappies. I should just collage them all down on a piece of paper. Use the piece of paper. Let's put a piece of tape on there to keep them from spilling out. I'm ready to move on to new horizons. These are the done ones. I think it's going to make a nice little journal once I get it all done. Got some scraps. And did I not have that bag? What did I do with that bag? I said it's nice to put things in. Let's put the washi back in here. I think I'm going to put these two in my drawer. Well, maybe I should put all of these. No, let's just put them in here. I'll be reaching back in here. Some brads that I didn't get put away. Oh, I got some more little ones over here. Piece of lace. Those are my All right. I guess I'll just keep these out for now. I don't want to undo everything. We are going to put this in this baggie that Debbie sent. And it'll be a kind of a kit keeper until I get, keeps everything all in one bag. Huh. That tape didn't help. So let's go ahead and put these in there. These are for something else. I didn't put enough tape on there. Or I put it in the wrong place. Well, it's on there. Let's put another. Be patient, Meri. Get a bigger piece. Poor Penelope. We're going to do you a new outfit one of these days. That should hold it. Alright, that's my envelope project. Set it up there, get this out of the way. Washi. I'm going to put this in that bag of washi eventually that I have across the room. Let's go over there and get that lampshade and at least look at it off of my lamp. The thing with this lampshade is that I cannot cut. If I cut all the paper off, there are no supporting wires between the bottom ring and the top ring. See, it's damaged here. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I can repair this, as I'm going to have a support in there. Yeah, it's pretty damaged there. It's broken right here. Is where it's broken. Well, it's broken all around there, but it's this that needs the poofing out again. And I can poof it out, but it isn't going to stay. So I might just have to leave that, because if I cut around here, you know, I'll just cut the top off. But I'm thinking that I can, let's grab a paper. What I'm thinking is that I can do some sort of a design that should go in there. Where's my yellow marker? Well, the red one will be okay. It doesn't go through here. It's a yellow one. Some sort of a design that will leave a structure here. And it may not work. It may not work. But I'm thinking something like some sort of a, well, I want to leave like a 2-inch. Now I'm just drawing a scribble mark there. But do some sort of a design, some sort of a cutout design, because I want to put lace over this. So if I do some sort of a, I could probably mimic some lace. Let me look in that fabric for those lace pieces. Fabric was probably on the bottom. Fabric was in box 12. It's the second one. I think we put some lace when we were sorting in this box. Let me get it out. I don't know if it's big enough. It might be. I think there's another piece. No, that's both pieces. And I'm not sure where I got this. I'm thinking I got this lace from Rebecca. I think it's fairly recent. And the question is, it's just big enough. If I leave, see, it's big. I could just collage the lace right on here, but I wanted some of that light to show through. This is just a perfect piece. This is perfect. I'll have to probably cut it and resituate it because I don't have enough to make a curved piece. But that's okay, I don't mind doing it. It almost goes around without, you know, I'll have to cut it and put another piece this way. But I'm gonna like this. Oh, you guys, I'm zoomed in. You're not even seeing. I'm so sorry. Let me zoom out. Zoop. There we go. So I'm thinking that I can do this and maybe not cut. These don't have big designs, but you know, I could cut just little slits out of my paper, and make a pattern. Make a pattern to, let's do that. Let's see what I'm thinking here. Let's do it this way. I got this one too, I think, which is the same thing. They're both the same. And you're not seeing them because it's white on white. But I could take my lace and it's white on white, so you're not going to see, but I'll show you what I'm thinking here. And put it across here, and what I want is to find where and it's kind of hard to see it white on white, but I need it white on white because alright, and I can go clear up this way. And so what I want to do is make kind of a curvy mark, kind of right where these are. Sort of follow and then it goes into a flower here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Now this is on the paper, that mark is on the paper, not on the lace. So then I would come around, see that flower went in there, and it has a leaf. It has a leaf going in there, so I could make some sort of a leaf. And this would get cut out here. And this would be kind of a flower. This might come down like this. And let's see. And I think I got an idea of what I want to do. And I'll just make some, this will not get cut out. And I'll probably have to, you know, you have to do it like a stencil, so you don't cut out like I would leave I wouldn't cut clear to the corner here. I'd just leave an opening. Just cut an opening in here. I'll show you what I'm thinking. Let's put another flower in here and make this a leaf. Sort of, and usually when you make the leaves, they're pretty leaves. But this will all be hidden. The only thing I'm doing here is making little cracks of light. Pretend that that's light coming through. And then my lace will go over it and the light will be showing through. Let's see that. We'll put another flower up in here, kind of. And we could do a couple of, do a couple of little light holes there. And some little light holes in here. I wish those ads would quit covering up my chat. In black only. What did Tina says? Amazon has the flat tip pins on the 12-pack on sale for $12.49. It's a good price. A 12-pack for $12.49. So that's about $1 a pin. Let's see, I want to make that look a little more roundish. And we want, let's bring this in, sort of. Yeah. Make a little. Now I'm just playing here. I'm not sure this is what I want, but it's me getting an idea of what I want to do. And if I destroy it, I destroy it. I can always get another lampshade, keep my eyes open for another one. No. I guess I'll do another kind of a shape in here. And I'm just kind of winking it now. I'm not looking at my... Oh, you know what it has, though, that I see? Let's put this down. I like this shape in here. So we could kind of mimic that. Like so. Don't want to do too much, but I could kind of mimic it. It has to have a sturdy body. All this white will be the body. The only thing I'm cutting out is in here, and I have to cut it like a stencil so this whole thing holds together. That's what my thought is. Yeah. I don't like this shape, but I don't want to take it out either. Let's do a couple of little. Let's do it like that. And bring this down and I don't want to get too fancy with it because I don't want it to be too detailed to where I'm doing a lot of fussiness on it. Let's see, but I do think I want this a little thinner in here. put some little holes in here, give it some light coming through. And most of this will get covered up with the lace itself. All of this will be cut out. Let's see how I want this. I think this will work. So now what I want to do, well, let's put some little peeky holes the light can shine through. And this, in order for it to show, is going to have something like this, I'm thinking. We can go in and maybe, I think I'm kind of liking this. I don't know about this shape of that flower, but I'm not going to be too particular. Where's my... Now what I want to do is take my scissors and cut out. Start there. And I'm just going to kind of make a little stencil shape. Should probably be doing this on a tougher piece of plastic. I just grabbed a piece of copy paper. Trying to think of where I have a piece of plastic I could use. I'll come back to that. Let's cut this shape out. The only thing I could do is destroy the lampshade, and it's fallen. It's breaking up at the top anyway. I'm not going to go clear down to the bottom there. See, and then I'll cut little, let me just get in here and make a snip. I'll cut little, I'll have to do that probably with a X-Acto knife on the shade itself. Some little light holes. And just kind of irregular. It's gonna work in the or I'll have a mess. I'll probably do another one down in here. Some little. light holes there. I'm debating whether I want to do that or not, because it's going to have some sturdiness to it. Now what will help is when I cut this, I would not just leave the lampshade cut. What will help hold the lampshade together is when I put the lace over it. It will give it a grip, I'm thinking. And my lampshade is stronger than this paper. The paper's just copy paper. I'll come out and look at chat here in a minute. But I want light shining through my lampshade. I hear some people in my building have their heat on, Dar says. You guys are cold? Winter's on its way. Winter's on its way. I heard that the people in the northern part of the United States and the southern Canada are really going to have a cold winter. And there's a dividing line. It's a little bit south of us, like 100 miles or so south. But there's a dividing line. The north is going to be really cold, and the southern United States is going to be hot and dry. Not hot, but warmer and dry. That's what Ryan Hall said. Ryan Hall, y'all. That was one of his predictions for the winter. Now let's cut some of these out. Give it some pretty lacy effect. Might need to be a little rounder, but I'm just doing what I can with my scissors. Wish those ads would quit popping up over my chat. What did Kimberly say? Arlene says, hi. Oh, hi, Juju, and Tina, Mina, and Arlene, and Dar. Arlene says, Dar, oh, wow, I will not turn mine on until I'm in danger from the cold. Natural gas is super high where she's at. Oh, my goodness. What did Kimberly say? Tina says, yeah, the last time I bought those Sharpies, I paid the same price. It was only 4 of them. Oh, Legia had to go on to work. She says, gotta go. Got a jet to catch my bus to the office. Have a great day. She's gone. She flew away. Are you calling them wimps, Dar? Kimberly said. Dar said, yeah, I think so. Tina says, I like watching Ryan for my extended weather. Yeah, I kind of like Ryan Hall. He's pretty good about following all those tornadoes, and we could get hit by a tornado at any time, you know. We're not immune to tornadoes in this part of the country. So I keep up with him. He warns you pretty good to get into your safe spot. Although we haven't had that, most of the tornadoes last year went south of us. Thank goodness. South or north, we were kind of in the middle of it all. Now when I cut my lampshade, I'll be cutting with a X-Acto knife, so I'll have better cuts. I'm just kind of getting an idea of what I want to do here. And they are young whippersnappers, Dar says. She's talking about the people turning on the heat are young whippersnappers. Hi, Kathy Bird. Welcome in, my lady. What's your current project? What are you working on in your streams? I'm so sorry that I don't get over there like I should. Usually I'm pretty wiped out by the end of my streams. It's good to see you in here. He wanted to let you know my internet is she says hi, not he. I wanted to let you know my internet is acting up. I will keep trying until 10 a.m. to get set up. Well, let us know. Doesn't it bother you when the internet acts up? It's so frustrating. It is so frustrating. I can't go too much later anyway. We're going to town today, and I need to go upstairs and find that cording that I want to send to Angie. And where's Angie? Is she busy doing bowls? I haven't seen Angie around this morning. Usually she's in here saying, okay, I'll come in to say hi, now I'm going back to bed. Angie girl, where you at? We're missing you. Hi, Belinda. Good morning. She says it's very frustrating. Well, I'll probably quit at 9 anyway, Kathy. I hope you get on, though. What are you working on? What are you working on in your streams these days? What are you doing? Come and see, Mary. I think this is going to make a pretty cutout once I get all these little things. And I'm going to trace this onto my lampshade. I'm going to cut out all these little bits and pieces. I'm going to trace it onto my lampshade, and then I'm going to take a X-Acto knife and cut out the bits and pieces. Now I'll have to piece this design together. I'm hoping that I can work that out on my lampshade once I get it. I should cut this out into a piece of plastic. Oh, I think I know where something is I can use. But let me cut this out first. What time is it? It's almost 8 o'clock. I'll probably be working on this until the end of the stream. I think she has something last night, maybe sleeping. Oh yeah, didn't she have something with her nephew last night? Angie girl. Did she tire herself out? Usually she's in here chatting away, worried that she's chatting too much, and we say no. Let's see, I think I'm going to put another little, I think I'm going to make this a little more curvy in here. And put another one of these little pieces in here. Now I'm keeping these straight because I kind of I'm weary about how it's going to go on the, we'll see. And I think I'll bring this as a dip like this. Kind of refine my design here. As I'm cutting it out. Put another. I don't want to put too many in here because it'll make it weak. And I need these big flat areas to collage on. And so let's put this lace under it. So see the lace. Pretend all that black is light showing through. And so the light will, I think this will work. I'm hoping. Now I don't think I'll cut so much in here because I need these to hook. I need these to, I'll have to figure this out. But I'm going to keep going here. I think this will work. Anyway, I'm hoping. If it doesn't work, if I mess it up, it's just a lampshade. It's a broken one at that, so. I'm hoping to do a upcycle here on this lampshade. And I could probably do better cutting this out with an X-Acto knife on a cutting board. Maybe let's try that. Let me get my cutting board out. We'll try different things here. Ow. Angie says, now you get the knife out. I think I'll use my big one. I just put in new blades. I don't know, I might need to get the smaller one out. Keep your fingers out of the way. Now, it's kind of hard to cut details with this. Hi Pam, welcome in. I'm going to try some more. I hope to be on at 10. Thanks, Meri. You're welcome. Kathy says, I usually watch when I get ready for my stream. I've been working on master boards. Oh, cool. And art cards. Very cool. I need to get into more streams. I've kind of been lax with that. And I'm thinking when winter comes, I'll be inside more, although I haven't really been outside a whole lot because of the heat, the August heat. Let's try this. I think I have a little bit more control with this. Now, do I want to bring this down? No, I don't think I want that. Because I need maybe just a little in here. Now, this side is all marked, but if I turn it over, this way, see, it's even prettier. You get an idea of what's going on here. See how it looks on this side. Maybe come down this way a little. Is that how I have it? come down in here. And this comes around. Now this is just a kind of a trial here, a mock-up. We'll see how this works. If I like it, I use it. If I don't like it, I'll move on. Now this is a weird space in here. Let's cut this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. I don't like this curve. I think I'm gonna kind of make it a little sharper leafy in here. Make some little points. And of course I can do that when I get to the lampshade too. Just kind of winging it. I'm not sure I like that, but it is what it is, what it is. Let's cut this. Oops, I should be coming the other way. I don't like the roundy corners. I want this to kind of be a pointy leaf. Got some lines going through it there. I don't know where I'm going here. I'm just going with it. I'm going with the flow. Where did I come up in there? Now I don't want to cut this out. If I cut all of in here, I'll end up removing this. Well, it's hooked down here. But I think I'll end this here and give it another connector. That's what they call them when you do stenciling. They call the places that hook join together, like in here is a connector. No, I'm not sold on that shape either. It needs to come down like... Oops, I'm not liking that. I'm not too disappointed with this. My blade is coming loose. You know, if you don't try new and different things, you never learn new techniques. Of course, there's nothing wrong with perfecting a technique, but I like to do new things. I like to try different things. I'm not always successful, but at least I tried. I'm thinking about getting my sewing machine out and doing some more sewing. I need to do some mending. I need to put some elastic in some of my leggings that are still good, but I've washed them so much. I wash my leggings an awful lot. I change them a lot. And the elastic is wearing out of them. Let's see, I think I'll make this one come up a little. But I don't need a sewing machine to do that, but I was thinking too that I would get ready to do some crocheting this winter. I started a white Afghan and I put it all away when I started tatting. And I ran across all that dollar or thrift store white yarn that I was collecting. I thought, man, I should get back and work on that. All right, so I was doing this. I need to work out this space in here. Well, let's just do a curve because I want that leaf. Let's do that curve and turn it this way and come around. It might be a pretty narrow cut in here. Let's take this piece out and see what I have. Of course, this is just the pattern, and you know, I can change this at any time. It's this shape in here kind of bothers me. Maybe if I get this down a little bit more. And just needs little slivers. I'm hoping little slivers of light through these little slits. Now I might have to go after my scissors with this. I kind of like that pointing down though. So let's go after. I like that better. This is all one piece, but it needs to come down more. That's awful thin in there. I'll leave it like that. Maybe I need to snip that off. There. I don't like that area. I like that leaf better. It needs some work in here. Hi, Jean. Homeschool Mama 4. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. She says, I was just enjoying my second cuppa. I need to get started on reorganizing. Hubby found me a 12-drawer storage cart. Wow. How cool is that, Jean? Yeah, welcome in. Joyce says, time for coffee. I'll be right back. Jean says, hiya, Kimberly. And Kimberly says, bummer for Kathy Berg. That's a shame. Surges can cause that. Is she still having trouble getting on? Joyce said, Meri, I just crocheted a white Afghan. Oh, Joyce does beautiful crochet. She made me, I was showing my Happy Mail when I was doing that sorting. She made me some pages, and I need to get those out and use them, that have crocheted edges on the edges of paper, and she did a beautiful job of doing that. Just beautiful, Joyce. She went to get some coffee. What else did I miss? Arlene said, I live less than an hour from our Amazon distribution center. They will still take 2 to 3 days for the same day. Oh, dear. Wow, 3 hours. You must live close to there. Kathy said, what a pain. My husband works from home. He already ordered a new one from Amazon. It should be here in 3 hours. Update. We may need a new router. Our power went out earlier, and that might have fried the router. If we get it set up, I will try to pop on later. So Kathy Berg, who usually comes on after I do on Tuesdays, is having some internet issues. For those of you who go to her streams, I'll probably still log off at 9 o'clock because we've got a busy day today, and I've got some things I need to do. I'm not liking this space. If I take this leaf and make it a part of this, have it come up into there, I'll have to think about that. Let's work on this. I like the curviness of this area in here. So let's work on that. Those things happen, and yeah, a surge, you always get those surges, and they can burn out your equipment. Electrical surges, the power surges. Keep my hands out of the way here. Figure out where I'm going. So I'm going to be doing this same type of thing on the lampshade. I think these leaves, when they're a little more pointy, have a little bit more of a style to them. All right, I'm taking this area out of here. Come around like that. For now. Let's cut this out. And again, most of this will get covered up with the, I'm going to cut this out of that lampshade, hopefully, and I'll be doing it with my X-Acto knife. And I'm going to leave on that lampshade, we'll have a top and the bottom. And then all of this will be connected to the top and the bottom. So essentially, I'm just kind of carving out of the middle of the lampshade. And then I'm going to put lace over this once I get it on the lampshade. And this just fits the lampshade. It just fits it. So my idea is, my thought is when I turn on the light, the light will shine through these spaces that I've opened up, like this green area does. And I think it will. I think it will do a pretty good job of it. Let me get on my red dot so I can see the lace over this. Yeah. I think it will do a... Oh, stop that. Yeah, I think it will do what I'm anticipating, but... Oh. But I gotta be careful. I have to be careful. Because I don't want to destroy the lamp, but then again, if I do, it's just an old lampshade. And it's torn anyway. I don't like that area yet. I think I'm going to bring this leaf down like this. Yeah. And this will come out here. And maybe I'll make another leafy thing in here. No, I don't like that. Coming around like that. Maybe if I bring it in a little more, I'll bring that more like that. This will be an awful fragile area in here, but I think it will work. Let's see, I was working on this. How do I want that? Maybe let's cut it in there. It's a very intricate type design, but the lace is intricate. So it works, I think. Let's hold on to it here. Now, I'm not sure I like this. Let's do a cut in here. And this is more curved than, no, I want that more curvy, I think. Yeah, it's starting to get pretty loose now. I probably should have some sort of a connector between these two. Some sort of a connector, a leaf shape coming. Some sort of a, like that maybe. Just a connector in there. I'm going to cut some more out of there though, so, but I can cut over that. I like it better down here. Kind of holds these two shapes together. I can always take it off if I don't like it. And maybe one up in here. Hold these shapes together. Something like that. And then another piece. I'm looking for the right scrap. This was the one I was using, wasn't it? No, it was this one. I'm going to try that. I can always take it off if I don't like it. I'm not sure I like it. like this. Trim that off. Not much of a connector though. This kind of holds those together. I'm not sure I like that shape. I might curve it a little bit more there, but I think I need those connectors. I don't think I need a connector here because it's so close together. I'm just playing. That's what you should do in your studio. Just play. I'm not sure about this shape because I need, maybe I'll go like this. We'll see what happens here. And no. I'm not sure I like that, but I can always cut it if I don't like it. It was a space in here. I'm going to turn it over and see how it looks on the other side. Sometimes when you have ink marks in there, you're not seeing the entire thing. Let's see what it looks on this side. It's right in here. I don't know. For right now, I'm going to leave it. It's kind of weird. Maybe if I took this out and connected these two, you know, let them connect there. I think I'll do that. I don't think I like this. Looks like a branch going across there that I don't like. And then I'm going to connect where I cut there. Let's just put a little piece in there. A little shape. Where's my glue stick? Whoops, I didn't get it. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I like it better. It's not perfect. I might play with that. And I probably should connect these, but maybe connect it here again. So that doesn't flop around. I don't know, I'll come back to that. So, bye, Arlene. Have a great day. Jean had to go switch to her desktop. Teresa, hi Teresa. Coffee cup's empty, so I'm off for a cuppa. I don't know if she can hear me. Arlene says, Tina, maybe the lightning just really liked you and wanted to be close. Tina said, one day lightning hit a tree about 30 feet away from me. It caught on fire, split a huge branch off the tree, and scared the crap out of me. Yeah, we had a lightning strike our tree. This last year, they had to come and take a couple really big tree trunks down. I didn't even hear it happen. Our neighbor was out on his porch and he saw it happen. And they came and took them away. But that tree was out by the south side of the house. If that came down, it scared me. They took it down. I complained until they took the darn tree down. That tree falls on the roof, you'll have a bigger roof bill to pay than what the tree was worth. Not to mention, I didn't want it falling on my head. I emphasized the roof. I don't think they would have cared if it would have fallen on my head. Oh, they would, but they took it down. We had a tree trimmer come out a few weeks ago. He trimmed up all our trees for us, the low-hanging branches. I specifically said, when I mow, I have to push the lawnmower, give it a big push and let it go under the branch, and then I run to catch up with it. I'm not sure they understood what I was saying, but they cut down the low branches for me. Several places had low branches that were hard to mow under. Which reminds me, the lawn still needs to be mowed, but I think we're supposed to get some more rain. Got a lot of little messy spots here. I am kind of liking this. I need to, I'm not liking that shape. I put in that connector there. That's what that is. Let's see if I can't clean that up a little. No. It's a little better. Let's bring this down. Like that. Very organic, and I'm not following any pattern. I'm really just kind of playing here. But I think it'll make a nice pattern on my lampshade. Some more things to cut out over here, but I'm working on these right now, Meri. Let's see. It really isn't too hard to cut these out. You just have to kind of go slow and not try to, I'm not trying to, I'm leaving a lot of lines, but that's okay because this is going to be the back of it anyway. Let's see, do I? Yeah. Let's see, I think I will cut this. I can get out of it. Get it cut. I might need my scissors. I kind of like that. Now, do I want to do that? I'll do this one. I think if I think I'm happy with that area. Now, what about this? Let's make this a little leafier. Put it there. And like that. I don't know about this. So I kind of want this a little bit more solid in here, because that will give it some structure, but I'm not sure because this has to fit on that lampshade. So this might change. We will see. And the lampshade's curved. So I'm kind of, I'll have to curve my stencil as I go here. I think I don't want that going that way. I won't go this way. All right. This is where I put in that extender. Let's put a, let's see how this works with a little cut in there. Sometimes just a little shape helps it. I think I'm going to leave that. I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I do think I'll leave this. This might, when I might put a little, just a little, hook these two together right here, so that doesn't flop around in there. Just a little teeny bit of paper. Right there. And then I might have to fix that a little bit more, but all right. Is there anything? Let's see. I think I'm pretty happy with it overall. Now, my lampshade, it, of course, is curved. So when I put this on here, I think I'm going to measure. Let me measure on the, because see, this is all broken here. This is all bent and broken. I don't know if I could put a piece, putting a piece in there would help it or not. But I think I'll cut. Let's measure. Let's get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. And I'm going to measure with, use this as a line here. Even if it's rough cut here, about see. There's my plastic ruler. It's about an inch down. So, see, it's actually, it's kind of an interesting oval because it's not just an oval like this all on the same plane. It's bent down. And I don't know if they meant it to be like that or just the fact that it's torn. But I think once I cut, now I can't just cut a complete rim out of here. I'll cut this off. I have to have, which is why I need to draw on it when I do my stencil. When I do my stencil on it, see, I'll come in here and this part will connect onto this. And the same way down here, this needs some cuts in it here. This part here will connect with the bottom part over here. And then I'll put that. I think this will work. I want to finish this area here. Lampshade up there. Where's my knife? I don't want too much in here because I like that thickness for down there for connecting, but it needs some shaping up. And let's cut this area out. And maybe around. It gets a little hard to turn that paper once you get all these. There, I think that's all I need to do to that. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do now is, let's get all these scraps off my desk. Throw those in the trash. Oh, and they all went on the floor. I'll have to pick them up. I didn't hit the bag. I think what I want to do now is trace a design, and I think I'll start in this damaged area. I want to trace. Is it smart to start in the damaged area? I don't know. It's easier over here. I think I'll do it this way. And now, because my paper isn't curved, I'm going to have to kind of, let's see, I think I'll mark an inch down, and I am going to use a dark marker, a darker marker. Maybe this yellow one would work. Yeah. So let's measure an inch down. So I want to leave an inch in here. And I'm going to connect those marks. So I'm just going to kind of draw a line. Now some of these lines might show, but I could also come in and, after I get it all cut out, come in and paint the whole thing before I put my lace on it. That didn't go straight. Well, maybe I didn't mark it straight. I'll need an inch down. It comes to here. I'm just kind of winging this. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never really done something like this before. Now, I know I can't just cut across there. I will, my pattern will leave that, and then, you know, I'll have connectors. All this stuff will be connecting together. And I might have to fudge some of this up in here because I want to leave an inch down here too. And then this whole thing will be a connector here. That's my thought. I might weaken it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm being very careful that I don't cut the top off from the bottom. At least I got that part down. getting back over to the damaged side. Yeah, see, it's bent right here. I think this is what, and it scoops down. I don't know why it did that. I think this wire is not centered. It probably needed to come over that way a little more, and it's probably been pulled at. Where did I leave off? I'll tell you, it's damaged anyway, so if I mess it up, I can't do too much more damage to it. Oh, I could. Yeah, we're getting pretty iffy in here. That probably should come up a little. And don't worry about the marker, because I think once I get it, all the design cut out and everything, I'm going to paint it with probably an acrylic paint. Buttermilk. And then I'm going to put the white lace over it, and that will help stabilize it too. I think I'm good with that. Now, let's put my, oh, it's after 9. Since Kathy Berg isn't on, did she get on? Is she still off? You guys, Kathy? Did she happen to pop on? You guys let me know if Kathy Berg pops on, because I don't, they're having some router issues, but who knows, she might get it fixed. So, let's see, what part? I think I wanted this down at the bottom here, this area. So I'm not going to cut, I'm going to end at this line, so all this curvy, let's just put a piece of tape on here. And I might have to wing some of this because my paper's not curved. You know, I might have to wing it because I didn't cut this paper to curve around my lampshade. It's just a piece of copy paper. Where's my tape? Put Penelope back on her pedestal up here. She says, don't drop me. There you go. Alrighty. We'll just see what I can do here. I'm not expecting miracles. I think I can get a pretty decent design out of it, though. Alright. So I'm going to, I should probably mark an inch down here too. Let me go do that. So I have a sense of where I'm going. So really it's just going to be an area in here. Let me mark it. I put my marker away. Where did I put it? How do I do this? where that inch line is there. Let's go to the one. You can see it there. So this is Tuesday. Kathy Berg, I don't know who's on in the afternoon. Afternoons, I really don't know too much about the afternoon streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know Beth Schuler comes on at 6 Eastern. So if you guys know anybody that's coming on, please shout them out. That doesn't hurt my feelings at all. As long as Kathy's not on, I'm going to continue working on this until I get to a... Teresa says, I've learned that if you don't expect a miracle, you don't get a miracle. Oh, well, okay. I expect a miracle out of this lampshade. I suppose there's some truth on that. But usually a miracle is something that happens that's impossible. You have to expect the impossible. A miracle is something that happens out of the ordinary. I guess what I was saying is, if this isn't perfect, it's not going to bother me. I guess that's a better way to say it, rather than I don't expect a miracle. Oh, there'll probably always be little things that bother me. I'm human like everybody else. There we go. That gives me a better sense of where I want to put my stencil. And cutting this might be a challenge. Did I want it like this? So since I have that line there, all of this part up above that line will not show. And my paper is kind of curving on me naturally, which is kind of okay with me. I think this is going to work. And I might be able to come up just a little here, and we'll see as I get going. I'm going to draw on it, and then I'm going to take the stencil off and keep going around. Whoops. Let's do that again. And keep in mind that after I get this cut, I will be putting lace over the whole thing, which is kind of one reason why I want to leave the top and the bottom. But the other reason I want to leave the top and the bottom is these will be connectors. I can't just cut the center out, or I'll have a top ring and a bottom ring. All right, let's do a little drawing here and see how this turns out. It's kind of a challenge. To do this. And, you know, I've never done anything like this before, so I'm kind of feeling my way through it. Now I'm not going to draw a line there. I'm going to put my stencil again over here. And we'll see how that works. My hand's getting tired. I think I need to stand up. My hand is reaching up. It needs to reach down. And I think I'm going to make a connector in here. I just feel like I need it. We'll see how that, because I can always cut out. Now remember, that line comes right there. And I think I have a connector in there. It's just an old lampshade. If I mess it up, no harm done. I can't put that one on because my line goes across there. I might have to shape some of that up after I get it cut, but I got a space in there and a little. Did I get all of these? I don't know. All right, let's take this off and see what I have. Where did I put my cap? Shoot, I try to be so careful with these caps. Try to put it up there. Well, here's a blue one. It'll keep it until I find, oh, you know what I did with it? I put it on the other end. All right, let's take this off and see what kind of a design I have. Oh, I think I'm gonna like it. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. I'll probably put some, I guess I missed this circles in there. Missed some of this. I'm just gonna put a line in there. Yeah. Where I miss, I'll just put in some lines. This curves around. I don't think I want to cut all of that out. So I think I'll just do a leaf in there. I can cut this part out. Yeah, let's put a all right, now I need to connect another. I'll probably have to do this a couple times, but I'm getting tired. I'll work on this. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I will not be going live tomorrow. I'll work on this Thursday morning, maybe. I'm going to, between now and then, I want to do some more sorting of those boxes. I want to get those out of the way. I could come in here and color where I want to cut, but we'll see. I don't know about that either, and then after I get it all cut and everything, I'm going to paint it before I put my lace over it, so that'll help get rid of these lines. What I have going on in here. I guess I'll leave it for now. So I want to thank you guys for spending your Tuesday morning with me. I think I'm going to use, if I can get, or I guess I could just do the stencil here as my thumbnail. Yeah, I think once I get it done and get the lace over it, get that lace put over it, and the idea is the light is going to shine through the lace when I turn on the lamp. And the lace will probably look something like this when the lamp is off with the, you know, with the little holes in there. But the light should shine through like the black shows through on the desk here. That's my thought. So I'm just going to use this as my thumbnail. The tape is on the wrong side, but I want this side. And yeah, thank you guys for popping in on a Tuesday morning. I appreciate each and one of you. Bye, Becky. Have a great day. This was inspiring to watch. What kind of lace are you putting on there, Teresa? Well, I just showed it. I think you saw it just a minute ago. It's just a piece of lace. I think I got this from Rebecca, and it's the right width and the right length. I didn't even plan that. But it's just a piece of curtain lace. I got it from Rebecca Wills at her sale. All right, everybody. Bye. Thanks for putting up with me this morning. Oh, there's Angie girl. Hi, Angie. I was missing you earlier. All right. Bye.